You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Mwah, kissing $11,000, right? Fantastic, amazing, thank you, right? But where are we going? Yeah, that's the question now. Should we be taking a little bit of profit at this moment? Shake a magic 8 ball. We know that cryptocurrency is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. As far as right now at this exact moment, Bart Simpson had something technical analysis. Hooey, as far as I'm concerned. I got my own indicators, but we could be slipping to the downside, right? Still talking about the possibility of going down to like 8,000 something. But at the same time, we're seeing highs, right? We got 11 right now. I mean, we could have 12 by tomorrow. That's not unheard of. That's Bitcoin, right? It's resilient. It's fantastic. It's the future. It's part of the revolution. It is the revolution. And I got my co-host here helping me with it.
People love revolution.
So how are you, Sammy?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
I mean, I literally rolled in 10 minutes ago, but yeah, I'm pretty good.
So I'm excited for tomorrow. We're going to have Josh on again.
I like Josh.
I like Josh too. He's fun. I mean, we're going to hear about eternity. We're going to hear about what's new with that. We're going to hear about what he's thinking about the cryptocurrency space, right? And I talked to him just a little bit today, and I keep telling you guys that, you know, I'm looking at starting up a weekly project or a bi-weekly project around here about dark or deep web, dark markets, dark web, all that kind of stuff, because hey, that's what they throw at the cryptocurrency space.
All the couponiness, because yes, the stigma of it being bad is not necessarily real.
So what I would like you guys to do is hit that notification button down there so that you can keep up to date. I'm thinking about naming the new segment how this is hashtag Bitcoin and Coffee. It's going to be hashtag Bitcoin and Coffee, hashtag dark markets, so that you'll be able to distinguish between my regular Bitcoin and Coffee episodes and the Bitcoin and Coffee dark market episodes. But I'm thinking maybe bi-weekly at first here until we can get past our possible strikes that we have from YouTube. I've also started about a list of other YouTubers that I'm going to reach out to and maybe interview as well on the dark market stuff. But right now, Samantha, would you mind pulling up Coin Paprika? Let's take a look at the sea of green. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see how those altcoins are performing. Let's see if that altcoin season is going to be happening anytime soon, or high tides, raising all the boats. You know how that one goes.
All right, there you go. Everybody's refreshed.
Awesome. Let me see what we got going on here. Ooh, look at that market cap. Oh, so sweet. $294 billion. That's up 2.69% right now. And that BTC dominance, 65.24. Everyone's saying forget all about the alt season as long as that stays above 50%. I may have to agree with that one. And you know what? I got no problem with it. We still got Bitcoin. Hey, it slid down. It was 10.9 when I looked at it a minute ago. But you know what? I don't know. I'm not buying anything right now. I'm happy with the price over 10. If it started sliding down tomorrow, I'm ready to buy. Not that I'm giving financial advice to anybody. You got to be responsible for your own money. Stop blaming for others and, you know.
I don't know. We're kind of in a different category because it is just that Bitcoin is going to make it. So it's not a day-to-day. It's like a monthly or bi-monthly. It's like, did it go up? Did it go down?
I liked how Crypto Daily, when he talked about his finances, he's like, no, I have to work the other way, and I daily cost average out of Bitcoin so that I can pay the bills. We got Ethereum coming in at $229. That's up 2.75%, down 15% on the week. Ouch. Still hurting there, but time to turn it around, right? There's always time to turn these things around. We are in early days when it comes to cryptocurrencies. I mean, we've just sped up the timetable a little bit now with Libra. All right, what do we got? We got XRP at 33.4 cents. It's up 4.3%. Looking at the first little bit of green for the week, that's up 0.54.
Did you do Ethereum?
I did.
Okay.
We got Litecoin at $100. Can't complain about that one right now.
$100 Litecoin. Yay.
That's up 1.69. Not bad.
That's around where I want it to be. Like just like you, $100 Litecoin. It's easy math. It seems like it's a good amount for it or value for it.
Fiat value. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $325. That is up 5.24%. We got BNB token on the other side of $30 if you weren't expecting that one. $31.22. That's up 7.2%. We got EOS making some moves today. $4.32. That's up 6.3. Heading towards Samantha's 550. We got Tether at $1. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. Look at that jump, 17.5%. Is there a reason behind this? Is something else going on besides that weather app? Because last I knew, that's all they were using it for. $172. And we got Tron, 2.9 cents.
Oh, almost 3.
It's up 2.9% too. So, hey, it's getting there. It's making some slow, steady gains. Hopefully, it'll get back up there to $3 and some 3.2, 3.5. It'd be nice. We got Leo token. Look at that climbing up the charts. All right. Let's take a look at the Steam Back Dollar. Let's refresh it because it's changing.
Ooh, 95.
Showing us these altcoins are still possibly undervalued a little bit. Are we getting closer to an alt season? Do we really have to drop below 50% dominance with BTC? Or is there enough? Is there going to be enough inflow of money to just add more market cap all the way around?
Altcoin bubble, we were at like 52 and 54% BTC.
Yeah, but at the peak, we were seeing a BTC dominance of like 35%.
Right.
All right. So what do we got going on here with the Mare multiple? I loved how everybody pulled this out as soon as we crashed last time. Mare multiple and Google Trends. Those are my indicators. Long term, and what are the people doing?
Mare multiple is very much like the half glass, like fullness. I mean, it is pretty optimistic, but it does give you a very good idea of a percentage on average when it was higher or lower.
So right now we got a Mare multiple of 1.8. I mean, on average, we know the Mare multiple is 1.39. So telling us not necessarily a good time to buy. If you're looking to take profits, you've been trying to figure it out. Hey, the indicator's telling you that this may be a good time to drop off a couple bags. You know what I mean? We never do everything all at once. Halves, quarters, eighths, 16ths, stuff like that as we move forward. Because we could be talking about the price sliding back down to $8,000. You don't want to be wishing. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right?
You want to be holding all your bags.
All right. As we do every single episode, because we are a not-for-profit organization. We are the Bitcoin PBS around here. We are going to keep talking until you donate Satoshis for Sam. We are trying to raise some money to get out there to get to the Wakana Festival. It's going to be in October. We're going to Mulberry Mountain in Arkansas in the Ozark region, and we're going to pass out Bitcoin flyers with embedded QR codes, turning millennials on to Bitcoin. I think everybody knows what Bitcoin is already. Like, I think that it's not like it used to be where it was like I was educating people or trying to turn people onto something they didn't know about.
No, because, I mean, in the last 2 festivals, we had 2 different guys with totems that were Bitcoin totems. And then there were 3 other guys that were walking around in Bitcoin shirts, and then the one guy who saw your Bitcoin shirt and said, "Did you see the price of Bitcoin today?"
Yeah, because when we were at the festival, at the Sunset Music Festival, the price of Bitcoin had jumped $700. In the day.
I think a lot of millennials really do know what Bitcoin already is. It's just, are you in it? Do you really? I mean,
well, I mean, not that I'm promoting the dark nut stuff that I want to be doing on here, but also as I've started doing research into this, cryptocurrency and deep web and paying for things on the internet, they are going hand in hand. So the internet is making life better for everyone through all of the advancements that it has, right? We're seeing web doctors, we're seeing, right, WebMD. We've had video streaming. We've seen Twitter be able to get information out of regions that have needed to show what's happening, right? Bombs, explosions, the beheadings, all of that kind of stuff that's the bad stuff.
Yes.
Where they're being censored.
The tragedies are actually being able to come out. I mean, people do have a voice. So
we need to show these millennials that cryptocurrency is here to stay. They need to be investing in it now, and that there's freedom involved with it. Because there's a revolution at hand, and we want to show them how to be part of the revolution. And we need soldiers on our side. And to be one, all you have to do is start trading your fiat cash for Bitcoin.
Everyone thinks the internet is freedom, and Bitcoin is one more extension of that. More freedom.
I mean, just like we've lost net neutrality, right? So we're losing cryptocurrency. We were just talking about yesterday that over in the UK, they upped the barrier. The person, $1,000. You now have to save $1,000 to be able to purchase Bitcoin from the UK. And it's going to take you 10 days. Well, that's a lot of a commitment. You're not able to just plug in your little debit card and press $2 and then see it turn into $2.10 the next day. And that make you more excited and want to buy 5. No, you have to straight off start off with $1,000 commitment. Well, I don't know what UK wages are, but here in the United States, minimum wage is what, $8.75 or something. You're lucky to have a job that pays over $10 an hour. I mean, you see that the political parties out there aren't even paying their campaign people $15 an hour like they're preaching. So what do we got going on in the chat?
Okay.
Who's joining us tonight? How are we making a difference in spreading Bitcoin awareness this weekend?
We have all of our friends here. I am.
Oh,
says
buddy.
Hello all. He says that he is first, and he was first. Look at you. You beat out Paul
Rouleau. Oh, man.
He says,
I feel the love.
How high or how low do you think Bitcoin could have been if we were a privacy coin?
How high or how low?
How high or how low if it was just a privacy coin?
Well, the fact that Bitcoin is only pseudo-anonymous has only kind of been an issue in the last couple years.
Yes.
People pretty much assume that it was anonymous with the pseudo-anonymity for quite a while. Privacy has been one of the newer focuses. So I don't really think that it would be making much of a difference. I think that if we had privacy already, there may be possible different kinds of regulation and scrutiny happening from it. It may be taking a worse look at it from the U.S. government. I think all good things happen in good time. And I think maybe the fact that Bitcoin is waiting to add privacy until after we have some regulation on it or whatever, and institutions are capable of getting into it, and we get further along with the adoption, then we have the privacy. It'll work out in all of our favor. Right? All of a sudden, we all have money, and then all of a sudden, nobody knows who has what money.
I mean, I don't know if I think that there probably would have been a bigger spike or a bigger something. We might have went over 20K if it was a privacy coin. But in my opinion, because we are maximalists, I really do think that there is nothing else like Bitcoin. The fact that you do not know the actual creator, that you cannot recognize the person's face, that no one knows for sure if it was one man or 10 people.
It's not the Dori Nakamoto guy.
You never know. I can't see that. It's one of like the world's mysteries, like that whole unsolved mystery.
I just love
thing.
The memes with his face in it.
I know, right? And he looks confused. Always. Like,
he does. Like, wait, why did you guys all just jump me? I don't have any money.
Asian man. No, I know. But I do think that, yes. I don't know if it really would have affected the price all that much. I don't know.
So, anything else going on in the chat?
All right. So, I am for ISM says it would make it more difficult for the governments of the world to regulate it. Mm-hmm. Yes, it would, if it was a privacy coin. But I think also the fact that it is completely decentralized and almost anonymous in the sense of its creation and that it's been there for a decade also makes it hard for any government to actually regulate it. Like, they should have started this a couple months after it happened. They should have been in on that white paper. Stuff should have happened because now it's too late.
I thought the CIA killed Satoshi, so I mean, I thought they tried to squash this and it just didn't work.
Even if the CIA actually killed Satoshi, they did not kill his vision.
Right. What a legacy to leave.
Yeah. I mean, he airdropped the biggest gift ever. John from Malibu is here. He says, yo, I am back.
Oh, John from Malibu, buddy. I'm glad that you're here. Hey, if you guys would do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already hit it before. And if you got other social media, share this video out so that we can go ahead and spread awareness. We're also sitting here doing other things than just making YouTube videos and talking. We're also providing a free help desk. We're trying to pass out Bitcoin flyers. We're trying to add new topics around here. We're constantly expanding the channel, and we got Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff so that we're posting to other places, expanding our reach, casting a bigger net, and having backup in case YouTube goes to shut us down.
All right, I am for I am. Says it would also make it less trusting if the ledger wasn't open for everyone to view. Paul Rouleau says, good evening. I am for I am asks, do you know what cold staking is?
I mean, I'm assuming that would be, I've heard talks of, you know, staking. We all know what staking is, right? Locking up your cryptocurrency and receiving small fraction. Well, cold staking would be being able to stake from your hardware wallet.
Right, like I have this much, but you don't get to see that I have it. I like it's.
Well, it's that you would still stay in control of the cryptocurrency.
Right.
Staking's been one of the big things. You know, it's that people are talking about passive incomes, right? So staking is a good way to be able to create a passive income.
Yes,
it's that the problem is that we're yet to see staking that is perfected, right? I mean, we seen the other day that Binance went and had a whole bunch of Stellar Illumas from staking.
Yep.
I mean,
I didn't even know they had.
Staking is not something that's on the top of my I know a lot about it situations. I know that it's piqued my interest. I just don't have thousands of dollars to invest in an alternative cryptocurrency to go ahead and stake it, to hope that the price of everything is going to go up for it to be worthwhile to me when I'm already so invested in this project called Bitcoin, you know, to want to bother diversifying in that way.
All right. So, Paul Rouleau says, I'd figure I'd let somebody else be first for a change.
Can't hog it all, right? There's only so much Eugene and Sam to go around.
Bestie, Paul. You have to let others. And I am for I am says, for the record, he wishes BTC was a privacy coin. At this
it's
point,
getting there.
Yes. I mean, I do see it, but when it actually came out into the wild or whatever, I mean,
I think it's going to be another one of those situations like how we watched Bitmain forcing the the user activated soft fork.
Yes.
Right. I think that possibly we will start to get adoption from Bitcoin, right? People will start using Bitcoin. And once we start to see adoption and the government starts trying to track everything, I think that as users, we will come together once again and be able to gain consensus to adopt some form of privacy built in. I mean, if we're not using the Lightning Network pretty much like 90% of the time, then it'll be on the base layer. Or it'll be in the secondary layer, wherever we're using Bitcoin on the day-to-day purchases.
I mean, yes, it will be probably a second layer. Like, yes, like your member.
Yes, by the time we have adoption and we're really needing this privacy, we're probably all going to be working on a second tier layer.
All right. Crypto Curate is here. He says hello or hi.
Buddy, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Truth Monster is here. He says,
Truth Monster.
Sci-Flyer is here.
Sci-Flyer, nice.
Good afternoon, everyone.
All right. So we got some news.
Oh, hold on. We have two more.
Okay. All right. I love it when we get a big group. I love it that you guys are talking in the chat. Definitely not putting Samantha out of work. I would throw all this news away and sit here and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about because, hey, This is how we really spread adoption, right? We get together, we talk about Bitcoin, we talked about the cryptocurrency space, and everyone else is going to be like, dude, why are they always talking about Bitcoin? I got to know. I got to get involved. What are they doing? So if we see new people out there, please comment in the chat. Let us know that you're here. We want to welcome you to the community.
Zach Bandera. So we're gonna go. He's a new person.
All right.
Seen that one.
Nice. I'm glad that you're here, my friend.
He says staking is a good way to earn passive income. It's also a terrible way to secure a blockchain.
That's why I said it hasn't been perfected. Because of course decentralization is the key here. See, the problem with staking is that when did you buy your coins to stake? I mean, right now we're looking that most cryptocurrencies are down by 90% still, or at least 80. So did you buy at the peak to try to stake these coins? Because, I mean, you're going to have to stake for a while to get back to where you were.
And Crypto Corporate says, I've been staking RDD for 2 years approximately.
The red token?
2 years.
That's the one that's worth, like, the last time I seen, like 6 or 7 Satoshis. I think it was a project to help the teachers. I don't remember.
I actually don't remember.
I know it's one of the cryptocurrencies that's been in the space for a long time.
I know that when I got and started actually, oh Lord, what was it that you looked at? That did the little paragraph. What was it? Oh,
like the EO bot cloud mining.
Yes, it was responsive thing, but yes. Like, it was that I was all like, no, we need to know what it is. Like, and it, like, I forced him to click on every little, like, informational summary, whatever it was, of what the coin was.
My favorite was always the coin that they have out there that's supposed to be to help pay for computing power to, like, scan the background noise of the universe to look for alien communications. Come on. If you're going to have a cryptocurrency fee for something, that's what it needs to be for. We need to talk to the aliens.
As we're, like, going to storm the gates of Area 51, we could have been talking to somebody already. No need. Sci-Flyer says, Mimblewimble coin had about 1% registration. Oh, for his airdrop.
Yeah, that's what they were hoping for. That's pretty high, I think, from what I remember. Of all Bitcoin registered, that's pretty high to register for an airdrop. That's good. I mean, that's amazing. I don't want to talk about those things. I mean, I did it a while ago, kind of.
All right. It says, okay, I gotta ask. Finally, I've been watching this channel since the beginning of whatever happened to that James Bond troll. He was actually in our chat the other day.
Yep, I actually stopped by. He has his own YouTube channel, and he wears an entirely bright neon outfit so you can't see his face, and he rides an electric bike, and he goes on like 6 and 7 mile trips, and he does, like, I think it's like 25 miles an hour or something that bike does. It's crazy.
Oh, he's super monotoned. It's awesome. Yeah.
I like James Bond. I mean, he motivated me through some times, right? You know, he made me ask deeper questions. He had always said, well, what are you doing out here that other YouTubers aren't doing? And that's, you know, why I brought the chat to life like this with Samantha. You know, this is when I started trying to figure out other ways. That's why I provided the free help desk, because who else is out there providing a free help desk? Now, I mean, I know they'll take 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin and they'll answer some questions. You can ask me anything at any time, and I'll get around to you, and probably within 24 hours.
Oh, and he said regarding RDD, it is red coin. So nice to know. Nice to know. Paul Rillo says perhaps Cardano will perfect the staking process. They are slow and diligent.
It'd be nice to see somebody be able to make some progress.
Sorry, not diligent. Although they're probably diligent too. Deliberate and diligent. There you go.
It'd be nice to see some projects be able to make some new headway. You know, we keep hearing about new technologies and new things that are working. Staking is kind of one of the next big things. You know, so I would like to see somebody get it. I would like to make progress in this space. It's always a plus.
That is the problem that seems the most, is that there's a lot of talk, but it seems like there's a lot of stall out. like everyone has the next phase, the next platform,
the next great ideal that's going to revolutionize everything and blockchain innovation.
It's only 2 years away.
Right.
It's only a year away.
Right.
It's 6 months away, and it's like that. Really?
You know, something I like to say to my kid a lot and everything is, you know, that there's all this wishful thinking in life and everything, but what really matters is what's here and now. Solid objects, tangible items, stuff you can touch. Well, I mean, when you're talking about code that can do this, can I sit down at a computer and do this code? Is this working? Can I stake something? Because you know what? 2 years ago, you were telling me it was going to happen.
I mean, that personally is my main problem with Ethereum, is that it just seems like it is a bunch of millennials.
But one of the news stories we got is that we're actually making some progress with Backed. We got a tweet out from Sam Doctor. Not exactly sure who this guy is.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before, but okay.
He's tweeting out saying that, hey, we could be looking at this happening here this quarter. So that would be nice. I mean, we keep talking about that this is going to help Bitcoin because it's Bitcoin settled, which means that these people have to get their hands on Bitcoin, which is going to lessen the supply of Bitcoin out there. And when they're utilizing the network in order to send this stuff back and forth, hey, miners are going to get paid transaction fees. All good stuff. It's just been getting delayed, right? So whether or not we actually see this, I don't know if they could actually keep delaying this anymore at this point, because it would be kind of a slap in the face. So I'd like to say, hey, we got a good shot of it actually coming out here in the third quarter. But at the same time, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Because you never know. I mean, yeah, right? It's all like, can you really? Oh, wait, you did postpone it again? Of course.
All of a sudden, they use some sort of new regulation that drops out because of Libra as the excuse on why they can't come out.
Of course, you know. Wait, this is, we're still trying to figure out cryptocurrency in general. Hold on, no, another 30 days. Just one more, appeal. It's fine. It's fine. TD is here now. He says, hey,
TD,
guys,
awesome. Evening. Thanks for joining us.
Zach says, I'm not totally new. I've been watching since yesterday. Yeah.
I appreciate you coming out. If you hit that thumbs up, it'll help. And if you're one of those people that's out there hitting that thumbs down, God bless your heart and all of that. Thumbs up, love, hate, all comes from the same place. That's great that you're criticizing me, but I'd like you to take it one step further and write a hate speech down there. Tell me why. Tell me why I suck so bad and why this channel blows and I should just give up on life, all right? But please tell me some more, because those 3 or 4 thumbs down that randomly appear once a week, it doesn't help me make the show any better. It doesn't help me get out there and spread Bitcoin awareness and adoption.
Do you hate glasses? Do you hate hats? Do you hate lip piercings? I mean,
I got somebody that likes to ask about that. What's on my face? I just keep saying they're fish hooks.
They are. You just got caught.
So, hey, we got some news out of India. We keep hearing about India. We keep hearing about the possible banning of cryptocurrency. We keep hearing that there's a bill over there that's in their Senate kind of deal that it could lead to 10 years in prison if you have any dealings with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We've also went and seen 2 other cryptocurrency exchanges shutting down, one in June, one in May, so over the last 2 months, and they're both citing hostile regulation environment as why they went and shut down. We got Coinex, spelled with a K, Koinex. They were the ones that shut down in June. And then we got Coinome, Coinome. They shut down in May.
Omni.
OME. I don't know how you'd say that. Omni. Well, now we're looking at, what's the one? We got Crypto Cart with a K. Crypto Kart. Okay. They went ahead and they released via LinkedIn that they're going to be shutting down. They're also citing regulation. They opened up in 2017. They ran for about 1 year and 9 months. They're not exit scamming, so that's a big plus right there.
That's so good.
We're going to see countries on both sides of the fence, right? That's the big deal, is that the G7 countries are going to pave the way. And there's going to be all the little countries trying to figure it out too. And we're going to hear some are pro cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and some are against it, and some want to make their own, right? Well, it looks like India is just going to be falling the way that's going to be probably anti-Bitcoin and anti-cryptocurrency.
It's the same.
It's not going to do anything besides hurt their people.
That's the same. It is the thought that the government believes that they have to make choices for their people because their people as a whole are too stupid or too innocent or too whatever to make the right choices themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that's China, that's India. I mean, if your government literally just starts, I mean, yes, it is. If they start banning everything, are you going to get against it with a VPN or something? Or are you just going to go, oh, okay, so my president says that it's bad for us, so we can't do this anymore.
A lot of people do what they're told, Samantha.
It is true. Yes. I mean, yes. Red China literally, yes, uses 20% of the internet or something because that is what its government has told it is okay.
So what do we got going on in the chat? Is anybody asking or writing anything at all? Because, of course, that is what the most important part of this show is.
Well, John from Malibu says, nope, nothing but love for you guys.
All right, John.
And TD says, China has taken a positive stance on crypto, which is good news.
I've noticed that they started switching it. They were talking about that they had legally accepted it or whatever, but it didn't make it legal yet.
It's still like baby steps in the right direction. I mean,
at some point, everyone's going to have to accept crypto, right? Once we get enough countries and people on board. See, we're only 1%. You know, this is why we keep talking about early days. This is why we keep talking about that we're going to become rich off this and make generational wealth. That's why a lot of us are supposedly here right now, but there is a bigger picture. That's the picture I'm always trying to focus on and talk to you guys about, because it is more than just the making money part. But it is such early days that if you can get your hands on one Bitcoin, I mean, what is it now? $11,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money to most people. But if you can slowly acquire that, trade to that, collect that, work and earn that, by the time you go to retire, if you're my age, or especially if you're even younger, it is going to be more than what we're looking at here out of this Australian couple who went ahead and lost their entire savings trying to go ahead and make more money on a crypto scam.
Makes me sad, very, very sad.
So we got Mark and Karen, right? They're an Australian couple. We keep hearing about Australia and scams. Australia has been pro cryptocurrency, but of course the scams are running rampant over there.
Because they were the ones that had the tax ones and a few other ones where they were literally saying, would you like your power to stay on? Send us Bitcoin. I mean, yes.
I like to feel sympathy for people when I hear them losing and misfortune. But at the same time, you know, my grandfather always said, a sucker and his money are soon parted. Or a fool and his money are soon parted, right? Well, Mike and Karen, they're out there. They're living a good life. They got a camper RV. They're traveling all around Australia. Sounds amazing. I would trade places with them in a heartbeat. They got $990,000 in retirement and savings, and they go and invest it into a crypto scam. They don't have any details, or at least they're not releasing any.
Almost $1 million in retirement.
Well,
that they decided they needed more, right?
Yep. Well, they're tough out of luck now because they're 70 years old and they had to go back to work.
Oh, you mean they have zero? Because they needed more. They have zero.
Yep. So they had to go back to work, and we're looking at them, and they're also having to sell their prize 1965 Pontiac. Apparently the man is very upset about this.
$990,000. The fact that you were in a 6-digit.
I mean,
that is
the problems is why would you ever invest all of your money into one place, right? Why would you be investing and then continuing to reinvest more before you started seeing an ROI?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of, why didn't you go out and start investigating this platform or website that you're investing all of this money in and see what's going on? Because I'm sure somebody was out there calling it a scam.
I'm sure something didn't make sense.
Yes.
If you actually looked, something was not quite
Well,
right.
I mean, number one indicator is that if anyone's promising you anything in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, investing,
if
they're
anybody's
lying.
promising you anything in life, in all of life,
You know what I can promise you is hard times and heartache, because that stuff is in abundance in life.
it's just I don't know. Maybe it is just the way that we have been brought up and the way that our lives have went. But I mean, if it is too good to be true,
It is too good to be true.
You are going to get, assaulted, kidney stolen. I mean, killed, something. It is too good to be true. At no point do you take the candy from strangers? And yet all of these people are all like, yes, please.
So what do we got going on in the chat? Let's start wrapping this up, Samantha. We do have somewhere else we have to go take off to in a little while this evening.
All right. TD says 1 step at a time, guys, for China. That's it so far. So we can wrap it up.
Slow and steady. I mean, I think eventually, right now, the U.S. dollar is the world's reserve currency, right? We keep talking about, or it has been talked about, that there is an impending financial crisis that is coming up. Well, when the U.S. dollar loses value, which we're hearing Trump talk about, and a financial crisis occurs, things will be re-examined, right? When there is new information available that gives everybody and everything the right to re-examine things and make decisions. Well, hopefully the world starts to make decisions in a better way. And we don't continue along with making this US dollar bill, which is printed up out of debt, be the world's reserve currency as we continue to bail out bankers around the world, pushing debt on the people that are never going to be able to afford it. So cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, are the key to the future. They're the key to a better financial future. They're the key to making people accountable and responsible for their financial actions, which does not seem to happen very often in today's debt-based credit system.
TD says scams are everywhere. Remember the IRS phone scam? Crypto is no different. Education is the key. And I guess those people had a very expensive lesson.
We even went through something similar. It was probably about 5 years ago.
$990,000, but it was a lot
No,
to us.
remember at 5 years ago when somebody kept randomly calling family members of yours saying that you were in an accident in another state, and that you had a glass of wine, so they charged you with a DUI, and that you needed $2,000 for the bail and the lawyer, and that he was the lawyer that was calling on your behalf.
And they actually had
your grandmother and your father
and my aunt
and your aunt.
Yes. So 3 of my family members, and kudos to them on finding out how they were even my family members, because like I said, I do not use social media or the internet to connect with any of my family members in any way. So that was probably pretty hard, but yes. And they also went with that one of the times it was my father that they actually said that it was our son and that he had gotten to a car accident. Remember, because I had to go and I was like, no, I woke him up. He went to school. I even called the school and was like, my kid's still in school, right? And they were like, he's in Pennsylvania. It was him and 2 friends. And both of the times people were talking to my family members that were saying that they were me or my son. And thank God we apparently talk enough that they didn't believe them. It was pretty it was a lot, because I mean both of them were calling each other and me trying to be like, no one's in jail, right? And it was like, no one's in jail. Don't pay a lawyer over the phone.
So, of course, the point of all of this is be careful. There are scams in not just cryptocurrency, but in real life, right? In dollar bills, on the cell phone, on the mail, on everything. People are constantly trying to come at you, right? I seen the article today that there's always a panhandler. We all see the panhandle. Some guy went and offered the guy a job, right? Said, hey, I need yard work done. I'll even give you $15 an hour to come do some yard work. He said, no, thank you. Leave me alone. The guy went and made a sign saying, don't give this guy any money. He won't work.
Right. will work for food. He won't work.
All right, you guys. I want you to go out there. I want you to keep having a great weekend. I want you guys to take care of each other.
Persian Millionaire is here. He says hi. Hi.
Hey, that's somebody new, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. We're ending this episode. I hope I see you tomorrow. We got an episode with Josh. I am really looking forward to it. I haven't interviewed anybody in a while. We got everything set up so you'll be able to join us too, Samantha.
Yes.
All right. And tomorrow's also the 21st too. So that means we will be getting the AdSense money, which will be the money donated to get us a microphone.
That or Monday. I don't know what, but yes, it should.
Oh, because it's Sunday. Yeah. So yeah, because it's in the bank account. All right.
Oh, but yes,
the microphone is going to be coming. It should be here soon. Definitely before the end of the month, you'll be hearing crisper volume quality coming out.
The depths of volume. Would you like to hear the crickets separate?
I don't know. I was always told I had I've never thought of myself as having a nice voice or a radio voice or anything like that.
I've always been told I have a nice voice.
I know I can't sing. I'm tone deaf, so.
Oh, yeah, you are.
All right, you guys. I hope I see you tomorrow for the live episode. Please hit the notification bell. It'll probably be about 7 o'clock. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode. Donate a couple of Satoshis to the Sanford Satoshis Fund. And remember to keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.